Hi, my name is Jackie Lee Price and welcome to Shadowboxruk. Hi, welcome to Shadowboxer. My name is Jackie Lee Price and I'm here today with Ben Boy Jones Jr., lightweight from iBox Gym. How you doing, Ben?
How am I doing? I'm really tired after what Mark Finney just made me do. But no, I'm all good. Things are going good. You?
Yeah, I'm actually quite tired just watching you, to be fair. Very good training session. Next outing will be next week for the WBO World Youth title. I have to say, I'd never heard of that title before.
A lot of people isn't, but it's still a title. It's a fight. To be honest, everyone's being really like. To be honest, I don't look on social media much, but you get little people saying this and that. Listen, it's a title. It's a goal for young fighters that can't get the opportunity to fight for certain titles, and it just gets the ball rolling for because a lot of belts are taken, aren't they? So it's nice to get a belt under my name and that, and get back into title mix. To be honest.
No. I mean, I've heard of the world, a world title, youth title, I should say, in the amateurs. But yeah, so I've actually learned something new. Not bad for a kid that started off as an unlicensed boxer.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't think I was going to win a Southern Era title, but now I've proved myself wrong. Now I believe that I am a talent as well, and I believe that I can go places. So it's nice. It's nice just to get another belt for my son as well, because I've got a little boy now, and get a nice picture of him with the belt after. But yeah, no, it's nice. I was proving a lot of people wrong, because a lot of people didn't think I would go far in the pros from the license, because I only had a handful. But I'm keeping a lot of people quiet, I think.
Indeed. I just wanted to know though, how does one go from being an unlicensed boxer to being a professional boxer? Because obviously I know the way it works in the amateur to pro scene, but I actually don't know. How do you find a trainer? How does it work?
I rolled in. Just turned up at a gym once, and we had a pro down there called Lee Markham, and he was a pro. He was professional, and it was an unlicensed gym, and I always just kept training down there, and a lot of people said, "Oh, I should go to the amateurs," but to be honest, I liked the gym so much with all the people in there, I didn't want to leave there. And like it was, I was with the older generation. I was with all the old school lot, so it was nice to, and they made me feel at home. So I didn't want to. I thought I'll give it a go on the unlicensed, and then I had a couple of fights, done really well, and I didn't see a future in the unlicensed. So I thought I might as well give the pro game a chance, and then yeah, here we are.
And then, like I say, here we are. I mean, it's a bit of a stuff of fairy tales, really, isn't it? I mean, not having an amateur career and now boxing for a world title.
World title? No, it's a WBO Youth World title. But no, yeah, it's nice. I'd like to say Lee Purdy, who was an unlicensed fighter as well, but I think not just me, but I've just showed other people a different pathway into the program, or into boxing basically, and it's kind of nice. So I see a couple unlicensed fellas and all turning pro. Some can hack it, some can't hack it. So it's just nice to see that people are giving it a go.
And let's talk about your last outing quickly against Craig Evans, boxing for that vacant WBO European title. I mean, obviously you had a loss there, unanimous decision. There was talk of you not feeling too well, etc. Do you want to chat a little bit about that?
No, because you know what, I will talk about the loss, but I ain't talking about not being well, because I'm one to say there shouldn't be an excuse, but when you're in the situation financially and stuff, you'll do anything to pay the bills and get food on the table for your baby and your missus and stuff. So yeah, it was a fight that I shouldn't have took, but I took it, and you learn from it. I'm young. I'm still a young kid, so it's a learning curve. I'm not at a late stage in my career where a loss will define me, but I think a loss can make you into a better boxer, a better man as well. Like as I said it in a couple of interviews before as well, everyone loses and everyone thinks it's the end of the road, but it isn't. And you just got to man up, put up and shut up, I think.
I have to say, I really like your honesty. A lot of people, like you say, they feel like it's the end of the world. And of course, at that moment, it does feel like it's the end of the world when you lose. But it wasn't like you got massively bashed up or anything like that. So, but you've had a rebrand. You've come back, those are your words, a rebrand, new trainer, you joined iBox, changed your style of boxing.
I think I've changed my style in life as well. I'm more laid back. Well, no, I'm more laid back. I'm more grown up. But yeah, I've definitely rebranded myself. I'm not the boxer that comes down to have a row no more. I'm using my brain. I have got a brain, and I'm proving to people I can use it. I can box. I'm a really good boxer. Mickey Burke, who I'm under the guidance of now, has showed me a new way and my new style, and I'm really looking forward to showing people what I can do.
Since you arrived in iBox, I've seen a massive change in you. One of the things that I've noticed is changing your style, your boxing brain, your timing. Seen some beautiful things, and people, I think, underestimate how much can be done in such a short space of time. Would you equate all of that to Mickey?
Yes, 100%. Not just Mickey, but all the boys. Like, I always hear that quote of surround yourself with champions and it'll bring out the best in you. And as well as Mickey was like on my case, sending me videos of boxing. And I've never been into boxing that much. I've never been into watching it on YouTube, but now I am. Showing me old school fighters and stuff. And now I can sit back and watch them. But also being around the fighters of Johnny Garton, Bradley Skeet, Lerone Richards, CJ. If I forgot anyone else, Jake Petit. I was watching all them. Who's Danny.
Hawley, I've remembered you. I've remembered you all at iBox.
No, but even all the youngsters as well, Dennis, Ginge, being around all them fighters, it sort of makes you hungry, shows you different styles. Like Jake Petit doesn't get hit, and I love the way he moves his head. He moves his head an inch, and he just don't get hit. Bradley is on the jab. Johnny Garton trains like a madman. Lerone doesn't break a sweat. Watching all them boys, you just think to yourself, oh, I want to do that. I want to learn that, and it just makes you really hungry. And then Mickey introducing all them styles on the pads and stuff. Like, he's really helped me out massively in boxing and in life. Like, he's paying for my meals from Athlete Kitchen. He's like giving me clothes for my boy and stuff. So he's helped me out massively out of the game, but in the game, he's really got the hunger back for me, and I'm really looking forward to show people not just what I've done, but what he's done as well. Like, he's really put, I wouldn't say 100%, I'd say he put 150% into me. And like, I've only been with him since December, I'd say, and it's mad the love I've got for the man already. Like, it's incredible. But I'm just looking forward for the 18th of May to show what he's done for me. 18th of May. What did I say? 18th of May. Sorry.
But it's all right because you've been training really hard. You have spoken about falling out of love with boxing, but just by your description of your last 4 months in iBox, it seems like you've totally fallen back in love with boxing.
Yeah, I've not liked boxing for a while, I'd say. Not going into detail, I'm not that type of person, but I didn't really. I was wake up in the morning think I can't be bothered. Like, I was just looking at myself in the mirror thinking, what can I do now? Like, what kind of career can I get myself into? But sort of, I've had this, like, what would you say, like a reimburst of life, I'd say, and I just love it now. I watch it. My missus always watched it. Like, even when I didn't watch it, I used to come home from training and she's sitting there watching the Canelo and GGG fights, and I don't want to watch it. Like, turn it off. I hate it. But nah, to be honest, I really love it now, and I'm really looking forward to my career.
So you tend to train all year round rather than following a per fight camp, which is what most pros traditionally do. Do you think that boxers are now choosing to choose this way of training?
I think that there's more science in getting involved in the sport, and times do change. I'm not disrespecting anyone when I say this, but everyone's getting rid of that old school training, like go for a run, like running marathons basically. Like everything's changing and times change, and sometimes you just gotta go with the change, and it does the development of sport these days is incredible. Like they're monsters now. So yeah, I'd say most fighters are now training annually or training all year round due to the development of people. But I definitely think that fighters are changing their ways and getting out of that old school routine.
I think also that there's a lot more knowledge, like you say, around there, and to be fair, boxing was one of the last sports I think to incorporate S&C into its programs, and even now it's still kind of under development. Let's switch track a little bit. With regard to your training, one of the best things is you get to train at Lee Valley with Mark Findlay, who is an ex, to my shame that I didn't know that, so I'm admitting that on camera, to my shame, an ex sprinter, GB sprinter, doing some fantastic work with you, and you're kind of surrounded by, top class athletes, aren't you, here?
I think it's the best thing I've done, as well as when I changed to the R box, I'm surrounding myself with champions, but now I've come to here and getting on board with Mark, in taking in charge of my strength and conditioning and my fitness. I'm surrounding myself with athletes, proper athletes as well, and I think it's one of the best moves I've done, because he's changed me immensely, like my body frame. I ain't a skinny kid no more. I'm turning into a man, like getting a man's body, believe it or not. Don't laugh, I know a lot of people are going to be laughing at me saying that, but no, getting involved with Mark is the best thing I've done. Like he trains Premiership footballers, he trains a lot of sprinters as well, but what he's done for me, the best thing I've done is, I think it's gone with him as well, because he's made my feet were so ploddy, and I'd say him and Mick have got a big thing about my feet being more sharp and more fast, more elusive in my feet, more flow. If you see the stuff on this tape and stuff, you're going to see the footwork is one of the most important things in boxing as well, and what Mark's done is fast feet, and it's wicked. As well as my sprints and stuff. He's killed me today. That's why I can't even string a sentence in today. He's killed me today. But no, it's really, I really look forward to every session, even though it does hurt. It's like bringing something new every day, doing something. Even with times wise, my times are getting faster. Today I hit 2 PBs. I hit 1 PB, and then I smashed that PB by 2 seconds, and I was so happy by my reaction. It's because I trained so hard, and just to seeing a little 2-second best is just the best thing ever.
You can see it in your face that how delighted you are to be training here. It's like a new lease of life. But one of the things I was going to say is you. In your sparring, you see your timing, your distance, that flow that you're talking about, that getting in and out of range has so greatly improved because of this work, hasn't it?
I don't know I'm doing it. If Mick just drilled it into me, I don't realise that I'm actually doing it. I don't even think when I'm in there. He just tells me what to do and I do it. So he could be telling me doing something wrong, and I'll keep doing it, and I'll keep doing it. He could tell me I'm doing really good and I'm probably doing bad, but I'll believe him.
And you've been very open about going through some hardships and how Mickey and Bradley Skeet have really helped you out. I mean, that's a remarkable thing, isn't it, in terms of joining a gym and having that brotherhood from the get-go?
I've always been close with the boys all down the gym. Like when I used to go sparring there, like that's why I always loved that gym, just because just everyone was so nice. But is it like what Bradley's done for me? Was it's wicked. Like he just helped me out massively. He's a brother to me. Mickey he's like another. Like it's a nice family, or how do you say it? It's like a nice family gym. Like even Johnny Garton, he sorted out my car for me. Paul Taylor gave me 2 new pairs of boots.
Yeah, well, I'll be having one pair.
Nah, but it's just loads of they're all nice boys and they're willing to help me. Like CJ gave me a new. I'm literally using his hand-me-downs. CJ gave me a pair of his gloves, and it's just I can't thank the boys down at iBox enough, because like even though I had nothing, they sort of gave me something, and it was really nice to see. And I hope like I could repay them all. Like even now, Alan's helping me, like not charging me with membership and stuff, gets me work driving fighters around, Jimmy Tibbs and all that around and stuff. It's just really nice, and like I'm really speechless of what they've done for me, because they're just really nice nice boys.
The most beautiful thing about that story is hearing that still in the boxing world we look after our own. But you've also been very honest about your childhood. I won't name the boxer, but I saw an interview on YouTube, and there seemed to be this notion of you coming from money, or being, you know, someone that was had it all on a plate. You had quite a difficult childhood, didn't you?
Yeah, like the thing is with me and the way I've been raised, I don't preach it. Like everyone thinks it makes it. I've never been to try to sell a story, try to G myself up because I've come from something. But yeah, like if you don't ask, if people ask me, I will tell them. But I've never been the one to just speak up about it. But yeah, no, me and my brothers and my mum, we've been going through. Well, I'd say wars. I'd say we've gone through a lot, but we've always stuck together, and that's why we're such a strong family. Me and my brothers and my mum. It's because we know what we've come from, and we know where we are now. So yeah, but I know what you're talking about, and I don't like to preach it, but yeah. I haven't had it easy. I think it's silver spoon fed or spoon fed. But no, I've worked where I am today. I've worked blood, sweat and tears to get to where I am.
Looking back now to your childhood, would you have ever believed that you would come this far, not just in boxing but in life?
No, that's a straight answer. My brother Joe always wanted me to get into boxing. And to be honest, I used to look at it and I think, yeah, not for me, mate. Because I was a weird kid. Not a weird kid, but I was a really shy kid. Out of all my 6 brothers, I was the shyest. I never got into trouble. I did a bit in secondary school. I hardly had any friends because I had such a big family. I just stuck with my brothers. But I used to be. Then what happened with my mum and dad? Me and my brothers, we got moved to a 2-bedroom flat in Chigwell, Lamb's Farm. Chigwell sounds really nice, Lamb's Farm doesn't. If you know Lamb's Farm, it's not a nice place. But me and my 6 brothers and my mum moved we got moved there in a 2-bedroom flat. We had no bed. We had blow-up beds. Every day dinner used to be super noodles. Because we used to live near Budgeons, and they always used to be on the deal. Super noodles or beans on toast. And my brother Joe used to there was a gym in Hainault called Gator, and he used to drag me in down there, try to see if I was. And to be honest, I didn't really like it. I couldn't be bothered. I thought, oh, you know what, not for me. Christmas come by, and then I stopped boxing by then. Then we got a house in Chinkford, and then our beds, this is so funny, all our beds were sun loungers. We lived in this house. Everyone think, oh, that's a lovely house. If you walked inside, all boxes everywhere. We couldn't even get beds then, and our beds were sun loungers. So me and my brother Sam, We had 2 sun lounges next to each other. With, yeah, so we used to lay in our sun lounges to go to bed. And I remember this is where I was courting my girlfriend, who I'm with now. And she wanted to come around one day, and I think, nah, you ain't coming around and see me the way I live, and stuff like that. It was really fun. And then he dragged me to the gym where I started, and then my brother Joe did, and that's how it started. But yeah, but then I stopped. I stopped before that, going back to there. I did box when I was a little kid. I used to go to this little amateur gym, and things happened. And I'd never said that I told my mum, because basically my dad used to take me to the boxing gym. My brother Joe started it, but then my dad did. But I found out that every time he was taking me to the gym, he was cheating on my mum. And then I thought, you know what, I've been used, not used, but I've been used to go to the gym. Like, it was a bit harsh. I'm a kid. I think my dad wanted to come watch me box, but no, he was always outside. And then I thought, I'm not boxing no more. And then my mum sat down and talked to me, come on Ben, you can box, you can do this. I'm like, no mum, I don't want to do it. And then, then I'd say about 6-7 years now, here I am.
That must have been quite tough though as well, Ben, that probably that's why you fell out of love with boxing.
To be honest, no one understands, can I swear? But no one understands how fucked up it's been, because I've been taken advantage of when I was a kid. Probably been taken advantage of here and there, like now and stuff. And I'm a nice kid, and I've never said a bad thing about anyone. I've never said a bad word about anyone. I still won't to this day, because my mum will beat me. That's the way I am. But like, don't judge my past or what I am doing now on how, like, just don't. There's no need to judge, because I'm going to be really good one day, and I will get a British title one day. I know I will. But don't judge me because everyone thinks I've been silver spooned. I haven't, because I've worked hard to where I am, and I've been gone through wars, storms, and I'm still standing.
I have to say, Ben, fully respect you for being open and honest, wearing your heart on your sleeve. I'm sorry that people have taken advantage of you, but it's built you into this strong young man that you are now.
I don't want people thinking like taking advantage of how like that sounds really thingy, but no, like they've not used me, but it's just one of them things. That's why I always trust women.
See, you've heard it here first. No, to be fair, there are some horrible. I was going to use a rude word. There are some horrible people in this world. Luckily, you found a family, a group of brothers that will love and take care of you. And you really deserve this, Ben. You really deserve it. And I believe that you're going to go upwards and onwards. Looking forward to it, seriously. Thank you so much for giving me this interview. It's been a pleasure. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to Shadowboxruk UK, we'd love to see you, so please go ahead and subscribe now.